welcome back. And if you're new here, I'm Mary Elizabeth. Before we get started, I would like to ask, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. And you can also follow me on Instagram to stay up to date with things. In today's video, I have a bit of a declutter slash chopping block items for you. If you watched my last video, it was my collection and organization, and when I was going through that process, I picked some items that I was kind of on the fence about, and then items that I just want to get rid of altogether. So if you're interested in seeing what I've got, let's get started. So I'm going to go over everything I have decided to get rid of first. Some of these will be donated to friends. I might, if they're, you know, in the right shape, I will put them on my Poshmark, or if they're old, I'll throw them away. Then I will show you the remaining items that I'm on the fence about and that I need to give at least one more use before I make a final decision. Alright, first I have the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer. I like this, but it's really old, and I've heard numerous people talk about how this expired sooner than it was supposed to, so I'm kind of just scared to put this on my face. So it has to go in the trash. Another foundation is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion. This was an old favorite, but I have formulas that I enjoy more now, and this is just really old, so I need to toss this out. Same with this. This is the Chi Chi Super CC Cream. My friend got this when he was in Australia for me, and I liked it when I used it, but I've held on to it for sentimental reasons, but it's way too expired to continue using, so I'm finally letting go. Next, I have the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. I don't like this. It pulls on your skin when you're applying it. Maybe I have a dud, but this I'm gonna pass on. I do have the mint jelly, or the mint version of this that is supposed to be the same. That one I actually like. It's a good gripping primer without that tug when you apply it. So if you were on the fence or trying to decide between the two, I recommend the mint. This is the NYX Matte Liquid Eyeliner. It's a good one and affordable. This one is just dried out, so I need to toss it. This is the Urban Decay Brow Blade. I liked this originally, but there are other pencils and markers I like better. And this one kind of oxidizes or changes color on you, so I've just changed my mind about it, so I'm going to pass that along. I have my Florence by Mills Cream Blush. This is the shade Glowing G. It's just really old and expired, so I'm not comfortable using it anymore. I even tried using it up in my Project Pan, and I just it didn't motivate me. So I didn't find anything wrong with the formula if that's something you're interested in. I'm just kind of tired of it being in my collection, so I am going to toss that. Next is the Laura Geller Diamond Dust Highlight. It's kind of a duochrome, lilac, gold. I don't know how to describe it, but I never reach for this, and if I want something like this, currently I have a Becca one that's very similar, and I like that formula better, so this I'm going to pass on. And then my last cheek product or face product is the Flexitarian Super Shock Highlight from ColourPop. It's nice, but I find it to be a little too glittery on the face. It's just not a formula I'm a big fan of, so I'm going to see if someone else wants this. Oh, I do have a mascara, Urban Decay Lash Freak. The wand is very unique, but that's not why I don't like it. This is a super wet formula, and I can't stand that because of my hooded eyes. I need something on the drier side because this just gets everywhere. So my mom and sister are fine with like using mascaras that I have tried before, so I'll see if one of them want this. Alright, I have a few ColourPop lip products. This is the Lippy Sticks and Cookie. Nothing wrong with this. I have another tube lipstick that's a very similar color. If you can hear that, that is Georgie playing with something and her bell's jingling. So anyway, back to it. Nothing wrong with this, but I have something in a very similar color that I prefer. This I actually got recently. It's one of their Luxe glosses in the shade Vanda. I don't like this formula. I don't know if this is the only Luxe gloss I've ever tried, but this is beyond what I like for in stickiness for a gloss, and I found it uncomfortable, so I'm getting rid of that. And then I have two of the Disney Princess Luxe lipsticks. These are actually just duplicates because I had asked for some pieces in this collection for Christmas, and 2 different people got stuff and they happened to get 2 of the same items. So I already have these lipsticks. These are unopened and unused, so I'm gonna put these on Poshmark. I've got my Patrick Ta gloss in the shade She's an Influencer. I used to like this, but after using it in my Project Pan, I've just realized it's not the formula for me. It has glitter in it, and maybe I'm a little sensitive to texture, but I can feel the glitter on my lips, so I'm gonna have to dispose of this. I've got the Dose of Colors Stone Liquid Lipstick. This is the only liquid lipstick that I like. Well, correction, I do like the Persona, so this and Persona are the only ones I have, and this is just beyond expired, and it smells disgusting. So I probably won't repurchase this because I rarely wear liquid lipstick, but this was one that I've had for a while, and I have to say goodbye to. I got the NYX. This is Milky Gloss in the shade Cookies and Milk. I like this formula a lot. I hate the shade range, and I thought this would work, and the first time I put this on I was like, oh, I like it, and then the more I tried it out, it gave me like dead lips. So I don't find it flattering, especially on my pale skin, and I'm gonna see if maybe a friend wants this, because I just wish there were more shades and more like neutral, normal, I hate to use that word, shades than what they currently offer, which are a lot more colorful and things, and colors I'm not gonna wear. So good formula, I just don't like the options for colors. I have a Flower Beauty lipstick. This is not there, it's the Perfect Pout, so it's on the kind of sheer creamy side, a little shiny, and I just have something similar. It's similar to my Girl lipstick from Victoria Beckham Beauty. That one I prefer. It also costs more, so this I'm gonna pass on. I have 2 e.l.f. What are these called? They are, I'm not gonna find a name on here, am I? Oh, Hydrating Core Lip Shines. These are also sheer and creamy, a little bit glossy, and the reason I don't like them is the scent. It's kind of got like a, I don't know, a Pop Rocks scent, watermelon Pop Rocks, which I like the candy, but this kind of makes me nauseous. I don't like the scent, and I just can't use this anymore because it's unpleasant, so these I'm gonna get rid of. Last thing I have is a lip balm or lipstick. The name's not on here. Oh no, I stand corrected. It's a tinted balm from the indie brand Crow and Pebble. And this is the shade Jack of Lantern. It's like an orangey, rusty shade, and the color is beautiful, but this feels like I'm rubbing pure wax on my lips, and so it's uncomfortable, and I just can't stand to use it anymore. Now I have some palettes I'm getting rid of. This is the Dose of Colors Baked Browns. It comes with a little brush. It's a very powdery formula, and I just never reach for this anymore. I did when I first got it, which is the case with most palettes, but I have these shades in other palettes that have other colors to go with them. I don't need this as just a complementary palette, so I'm gonna pass this on. This is the ColourPop That's Taupe palette. I think I've used this once on my eyes, and it does not inspire me, and when I want colors like this, I have other palettes to use. I've also realized I don't really like ColourPop's powder formula. It's just not as easy to work with as others, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Another ColourPop is the Misunderstood Villains palette. As much as I love the stuff they do with Disney, I never use it, and I need to only keep products in my collection that I'm going to use. I've got the e.l.f. Earth and Ocean palette. It's an okay palette. It's a drugstore option, but I never reach for this, and I prefer other formulas that I have in my collection over the e.l.f. eyeshadow formula. Next, I have the Juvia's Place, the Magic Mini, and nice formula, but I have similar, this is the story with a lot of these. I have similar colors in other palettes with formulas I like better, so I'm gonna get rid of that. These are 2 palettes from the indie brand Dazzle Me Dead. This is a blush palette. super pigmented, almost to a fault, where you need to use a light hand or you can literally look like a clown, which I think that was the intention in the marketing of this product. So if that's something you like, this is good to have. It's just not my cup of tea. And then this is the Mothman palette. And again, I have similar shades in other palettes, and I don't think this formula stands up to them. Okay, that was everything that I know I'm getting rid of. Now I have a handful of palettes that I'm on the fence about. First is the Nomad palette by Juvia's Place, and this color story screams me. I just don't seem to be reaching for this, so I want to give it more use before I make a final decision. That's what I'm going to say about all these items. I just need to give them some more use and really determine if this is something that I want to stay in my collection. Then I have the Sigma Enchanted palette, which you probably can't really see because of the holographic packaging. It's really pretty, and it has a couple like duochrome shades that are more toppers than anything, and that's really why I wanted the palette. However, I have shades like that already in my singles, which is why I'm on the fence about this. And the like neutral shades in here blend fine, but I've had issues with the darker shades being a little patchy, so I need to give this more use. But I don't know. I was about to say this probably will go, but I really don't know. And then last are my two ABH palettes. I have the Sultry and the Norvina. This one I don't think you can get anymore. It was limited edition. And it's just a beautiful color story. It's right up my alley, but I haven't been reaching for it. And I know that ABH shadows do expire. Technically all eyeshadows expire, but these actually I think expire quicker than an average eyeshadow. Surprisingly, this has 18 months on the palette, but there were some of hers that were only 12. And I want to say there was at least one palette that was 6 months, but I could be wrong. So I want to use this one more time because I know I love the color story. It's just a matter of, is the formula still working like it used to? And that the same goes for the Norvina. I'm a sucker for purple, so I love having these purple shades. That kind of mustardy orange is beautiful. And so, like I said with Sultry, I just need to use them and make sure the formula still works how I like. If it's acting funny, I probably will get rid of them. Alright, that's everything. If you want to see anything that I've listed on my Poshmark, I will put that link down in the description box. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already and hit the bell notification. Give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed. And until next time, have a good day.